Greetings, salutations, and welcome to today's video. So, let's go ahead and finalize out our Skyrim Gauntlet, and then we will take a look at the new one. Rank, where did we end up placing? My ranking, 842. Not bad when all is said and done. Given that we kind of fooled around and we bricked, I think, 0-3 in one of our runs. But hey, 100 free gold. So, the new Gauntlet, Noble Gauntlet. Put your creative deck building skills to the test against other players in the Noble Gauntlet, where players must use only common and rare cards. So let me show you what we've pulled together. So the first one, let's just say, yeah. You guys saw our recent video. Bone Armor's a rare. Ring of Imaginary Might is a rare. Siege Crawler is actually epic, so you can't run it. So instead, Fallen Dargans, which have the dual purpose of, if you have East Empire Crafter, you kind of play guard list aside from that. It does mean, with Midnight Burial tossing 2 dragons, that's only 22 health. So you're only going to be able to get a 24 stat bonus onto whatever creature. So in order to get lethal, you're going to have to play it on top of something with like a Dark Guardian for 29 damage to face. Or something that's already had its health buffed with Enchanted Plate. Or somewhere in here. Nope, doesn't look like I was able to run it. Not sure what I was looking for. But whatever it is not in here. So, yeah, added health with Enchanted Plate. Really curious real quick. Do we have the ability to run... Where is Pupper Von Puppers? Is he a 5 cost? No, we can't run Deathhound. Never mind. So yeah. There's the deck. Ew, this works. That's its title. Because, yeah. If you run into aggro, ideally you're trying to win on turn 10 with this deck. So it might not hold up as well versus aggro. It does run the 2 Night Shadows and the 2 Dark Seducers to come back after you've had your face beaten in. And that might be enough to win versus your aggro opponent. You are also running 12 prophecies, which means you should hit 1 prophecy per game. The prophecies you're running are almost all guards, if not all guards. City Guard, Covenant Mail, Lurking Mummy, Bolts. So most of them are guards, which will help slow your opponent down. If you can get an East Empire Crafter to stick, shenanigans will ensue. The one I'm more likely to run, Rage-Filled Stupor. This is a self-harm list that I put together for this. Expunge is what I was looking for in the other one. Apparently I decided it wasn't needed. But typical self-harm. I couldn't run some of the cards, like Brassy Boys, but we're still able to run Pyromancer. We're still able to run Flame Breath. We're still able to run Horker, Blood-Crazed Daedroth, Gristlehide Dreg. Put in 2 Triumphant Jarls for card draw. I am also running Fallen Dragon in here, because if you happen to have like a Fighter's Guild Hall, it's a 5 cost 7/5. It's not bad. And Fallen Dragon itself will work as an enabler for Blood-Crazed Daedroth, because it will always be a wounded creature. Expunge is the sole source of heals. If you end up in a game where you're trying to control or survive your opponent beating you down, you have East Empire Crafter, which functions with Fallen Dragon, functions with Gristlehide, functions with Flare. For those to get guards, then if you have to have a Bruma on board, I believe everything except for Sharpshooter, Blood Crazed, and Bruma is a guard. Because Pyromancer would get buffed up to a 2/5. get guard, become a 3/6, then would trigger its flame effect and go down to a 3/5. So it has some potential to actually win against other aggro lists by just spamming down guards and then having a big turn where you play out a Flame Breath into a Fighter's Guild Hall and just send all the damage face. I've opted to run Sword of the Inferno in here. Personally, I couldn't really think of a better thing to run in that slot. It functions as removal, it triggers Horker, it works with most of your other creatures. So overall, it should be pretty good. I wanted to run Northlander, but unfortunately you will see that gem there. And I debated running... Where is it? Probably I think it's a 4 cost. I debated running Guildsworn Incendiary. The problem is the expertise happens at the end of the turn, so you're really only setting up for next turn. It is a card that works with East Empire Crafter, but ultimately you're only running 18 cards which trigger it, and you might not want to trigger it because everything else is self-harming. So I opted to cut it. It is something you could add instead of a Fallen Dragon. But yeah, I'll be running this for the memes. There's, as far as I am aware, nothing you get if you get any high or just competing for tickets and packs, core packs. So we're going to be having fun this Sunday, streaming it and playing self-harm, however terribly that goes. But yeah, hope you guys have a great evening. Best of vibes to you. Oh, ending screen. Hope you have a great evening. Best of vibes to you. Subscribe if you haven't already. Really, it helps us out, and we are still on the march toward 1,000 subscribers. Have a great evening. Bye.